I guess I don't need the Boomer Crimes up there anymore. There we go. Oh, let's get, okay, that notification didn't matter. Let me get my little PNG tuber, my reactive going here. Skiddly bing. Hi. Alright. Well, I can't click the button yet. That's okay. I was just looking to see where I was in terms of all this incarnate stuff. Alpha's done, right? And Destiny is at a rare. I got so many components, though, I could... Do I have another rare anywhere? No. What do I have? I got an exotic. How many big boys do I got? 200 MPs. Well, I got enough Imperium merits. I could just buy all the very rares I need. That sure is something. I think if we go do like number 6's arc and also EV's arc, we'll get incarnate drop tables from those. So I think that probably makes sense for us to go and work on. So let us, in fact, do that. I don't know that the order we do these in really matters. This is all post-Pretoria stuff. This is like post-in-game kind of material. Because all this is set after the Praetorian War is over. Actually, I guess BV's set during that. BV's is set right before Magisterium. So yeah, let's go do BV's arc. This will take us to Night Ward, I think. Most story arcs takes place after the Ends of Dark Story and Dilemma Diabolique. Hey, XLG. Todd Bez, I'm glad you can contact me. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm BV, Assassin Lieutenant for the Resistance. I'm working with Desdemona and Aurora Borealis towards our final push against the Praetors. You see my power? Power is in the hands of Resistance now. Unfortunately, the Resistance has been somewhat split due to the revelations regarding Calvin Scott's insanity. However, we can't let that get us down. The Resistance and Vanguard have managed to take part of Imperial City, push the forces of the IDF back, and even gain some support from several members of the PPD, most notably from MICR, the Ministry of Information, Criminal Investigation, and Research. As we speak, our forces have surrounded Praetor Sinclair's skyscraper. There's a small army of IDF inside, guarding and probably destroying all evidence that's within the building. Fortunately, Sinclair's assistant Tammy Baker is nowhere to be found. We're currently at a standoff and can't risk a push inside. Our forces are too spread out throughout the city. Exactly, your presence there can help sway the battle. We need to take this foothold in Imperial City if we're going to push through and take Nova Pretoria. Get you to our staging ground. From there, you will need to record or recover whatever evidence you can from within Sinclair's tower. Find Sinclair himself. Don't kill him, though. Want that honor for myself. We'll speak again once the skyscraper is taken. Okay. I think there's a tunnel system over here, so we can take that to Night Ward. Yeah, there it is. Diddly-doo, diddly-doo, diddly-doo. Just like that. That's the sound we make when we take the teleport. Any day now. We are now in the Arcane Quarter. Got my beverage open. I'm ready. I'm so ready. I'm already ready. Already. Now, if you're a character that has history with the Praetorians, I believe Ray Kang here has more to say. Tabez, I've heard about you. My name's Kang, former member of the PPD. Man. People just dropping in here with big old raid parties and stuff. Like, hello. Hi. Welcome. I'll give you all a minute and then we'll talk again. I'm gonna read Ray's text real quick. Never thought I would see the day when I was on the side of the resistance. However, measures had to be taken once the truth about, well, everything was revealed. Got some things covered out here. It's up to you to get inside and take down Sinclair once and for all. I'll handle it. Isn't there another NPC somewhere you can talk to out here? Or am I just misremembering that? See, there's the reporters. Oh, you can talk to them. Alright, well thank you for the raid. Korath Landwalker and 17 whole peoples. We are doing that, continue my quest to do all villain story arcs. And we're almost done. Which is pretty cool. Jessica Flores, War for the Resistance. My brother Robert and I have been reporting all the crazy news that's been going on lately. First it was the bat facility, then before you know it, all you were fighting in TPN, destroying Tillman, and how much of a relief it is to be able to think your own thoughts. Anyway, I won't keep you from going in. Hey, Talbot, you're one of the Incarnates, right? I'm Robert Flores, reporter here in Pretoria and a member of the Resistance. Hear that, everyone? I'm in the Resistance. Ha! It's a normal thing now. Woo! Yeah, it's kind of like how in France, post-World War II, all Frenchmen were in the French Resistance. You know, it's only never-ending until it ends, XLG. It's like life, which is the original never-ending story. I don't see anybody else out here that looks like a named character. I could have sworn there was somebody standing over here, but maybe I'm confused with some other Praetorian mission. So, anyway, doesn't matter. Let's go. But it's come to this. My own skyscraper being attacked by an incarnate. Yeah, I'm going to take you down, Chimera. This world has fallen into chaos. Remember, do whatever it takes to save it, even means destroying an incarnate such as yourself. Mark my words, I will not be defeated so easily. Oh no. It's Chimera. We've already beaten you up, Chimera. No, wait. Have I? Oh yeah, because I did Magisterium already. Yeah, we've already beaten Chimera up. Psh, a loser. Even with all of his technology, we're still going to take this chump down. I'm looking at all the places where glowies can hide. Okay. No glowy here. Glowies can be in these little side rooms once in a while. No glowy. Shall continue onward. Onward and upward. Anyway, Korath Landwalker, I assume you were probably playing City Heroes since you raided me while I'm playing City Heroes. That tends to be how this works. So hopefully you're doing something cool. Or at least something that was like very productive because you got like $1 bajillion for it. Man, is the game going to make me turn game audio on? So I can hear... We're turning game audio on. Went through the... yeah, the old school. You know, they don't even call those task forces anymore. I don't like it. I don't like it, man. I liked, you know, when they were just TFs. I'm not sure why they changed that, but they did at some point. They're just like normal story arcs now, and it's kind of lame. Because what was the term they used back in the day? Minor task forces or something like that? But I guess they just reward an SO like normal story arc does, so I guess I get it. But boy, that last mission from Minder Lazarus is one of my favorite things, man, because you get in there and it's just like, how would you like to have a gigantic fight? And I'm like, I would love to have a gigantic fight. You know, 2 elite bosses plus me versus 3 elite bosses. I'm ready. My body is ready. Let's throw in like 300 other dudes who are all very angry. Good stuff. I'm not hearing any whoop whoop whoops. You accidentally what? Why is that accidental? Aggro everything. I think when I did it on this character, I just kind of went down there and just started punching people, and I just didn't really care. Seems like the way to do. Way to do it. But that fight at the end of that, at the end of Minute Lazarus is one of my favorite sequences or things, whatever the right word is in the game. Just because it's like, yeah, you know what? I too am interested in just fighting all these guys. Oh, you left the other dudes behind? Yeah. We've all been there. You know, that's what inspirations are for. Eat your candy and nothing will hurt you. It was epic. Oh, I believe it. If you ever want to grind out reward merits, like specifically targeting them, Twilight Suns Task Force is pretty good for that. Because you can complete it pretty quickly and it's got a decent payout. No, XLG, I don't think it does. You know, you can wear whatever shoes you like. Unless you're like that guy in Star Trek V that has like the monster feet and can't wear his Starfleet boots anyway. And in that case, you're probably out of luck. I don't know why you would ask this question though. Like, this is really strange, and I'm frightened for you. Are you having one of your episodes? Is that what's going on here? You realize you can always just go get shoes custom made, right? Now you realize you can just go to a cobbler and be like, yo, I want some custom shoes, and they will fit you like shoes to your feet, right? You know that's how this works, right? You don't have to buy name brands. You can buy whatever you want. It's ridiculous. Tabet, Sinclair, and Black Swan are chasing after some sort of magical sword. Does he really believe that an ancient legend will help save Tyrant in these final moments? I don't believe in such things, but Sinclair does, and it can only mean he's desperate. Excalibur may or may not exist, but if he and Black Swan revive Shadowhunter and gain control over Pendragon, it could cause problems. Oh no. I've contacted some people who have been to Night Ward. They say that if this ritual is going to be performed somewhere, it will be within the Howling Vale. There's enough magical residue in the area from the hospital and graveyard to pull something like this off. There's no time to waste. Good luck. I'll be speaking with Marchand in the meantime. He's always been someone who was on the side of Pretoria, not Tyrant, but we can never be too sure. Marchand can be a valuable ally for us going forward, or a traitor waiting to make his move. Oh no. Not a traitor! Why are you committing traitorous acts, XLG? Think about it. Come on, loading screens. Right, this is when we beat up the 3 Hunt Masters, okay? Which have names, so this is not actually one of them, but we'll beat them up anyway. Also does not have a name. Here we go, this guy's got a name. Get out of here, Tor. The power flows within us all. We shall not fail. Okay, Tor is down. Aptu is next. Let's go Aptu, if that is your real name. And there's the last one. Hey, this one, well. Usually when I do this mission, I have to go find these guys. Like, I bounce all around and I miss one. Shadowhunter's returned to life. I warned you, Tabez, about going against us. Black Swan, myself, and Shadowhunter easily capable of returning order back to this land. Yeah, sure, Sinclair. Hold on, this is important. I gotta read this from XLG. He's still going off on this weird clothing tangent that's completely unrelated to the game because he's not talking about the costume editor. It's so weird to be a fashion victim sometimes. I had to buy new pants a few years ago, and all the stores had were pre-used, tight-fit jeans. Give me cargo pants. Please. No. You don't deserve cargo pants. You only deserve skinny jeans, XLG. Skinny jeans. That's it. Alright, let's go save Pendragon from Shadowhunter. Pro tip, this won't actually work. Because it's all set up for Magisterium, and so Sinclair's getting the Magisterium crew ready. Hero Infernal Hills from an alternate medieval dimension, yeah. Where his mom is Lilitu. Alright, so we gotta defeat a bunch of dudes, so let's find the nullifiers. Hey, here's one. And of course, you remember Pendragon, our homeboy from the from the Night Ward arcs, many moons ago. Yes, Arthur, son of Uther. The whole Arthurian legend thing. Did you miss the part where I mentioned Excalibur like 30 seconds ago? You're very combative today, XLG. You're very combative. You're really kind of messing with my Zen thing here. Do you not hear the music? How it's kind of like, and just like chillish? Sheesh. Okay, 2 groups of Night Stalkers to clear out from within the mansion. Okay. I guess Pendragon was in here hiding out. I mean, I'd hide out from these guys too. Like, do you really want to have to deal with these guys? I don't. Freaking like ghost wolves or something, dude. Like, nobody wants to fight this. This is the wild hunt. Generally speaking, you know, if you're immortal and you're dealing with the wild hunt, something has gone terribly wrong somewhere. The Midnighters couldn't stop me from getting to you, Pendragon. Tell me where the sword is. Bedweir and I have another idea, Shadowhunter. You tuck your tail between your legs and leave like the broken dog you are. Ha! Swan said I would enjoy this. I've been ordered not to kill you. But you didn't even say anything about maiming. That's an evil laugh, by the way. Wow, we popped him before we got to transform. Thanks for the help, Tabez. What are you here for? Excalibur, perfect. We'll make this journey together then. The sword is supposed to be in the stone held by the Lady of the Lake. I've looked through the Midnighter records and found that there is an amulet that can summon the lady. Broke them into 4 pieces and is guarded by the Black Knights. If we're going to get this sword before Sinclair and Black Swan, we'll have to get moving. Here's the location of the cave where they're guarding the item. I'll meet you there. Once I have the sword, you can bet I'll be using it against Colgan and his regime. Regime. You don't get away with everything they've done. I will see you there. Sup, Bedwear? What's up, bro? You know, we did some good work earlier, didn't we? You know, all that whole stopping evil war witch. Okay, I guess conversation's over. Just trying to reminisce with them, just a little bit. Okay, well, let's go recover the lost amulet. Not to be confused with the lost skeleton of Cadavra. Skeletons have always hated me. I see Elizibar answer a family feud of the most famous swords. Excalibur. Masamune. I don't know what people would consider like famous swords, okay? Because there's a lot of legendary swords and famous swords, but like, who really knows the name of like Conan the Barbarian sword? Like, who knows that it's named Atlantean? I mean, aside from me. You know, what was Liono's sword? Is it the Eye of Thundera? You know, there's that. I'm blanking on the name of He-Man's sword. You know, and then there's like other like legendary swords, Balmung, Tyrfang, and stuff, but like, I don't know that you can expect, like, because Family Feud is like you query like 100 random people, right? It's a Sword of Omens. Okay, there we go. You know, and if you're querying like 100 random people, like I don't know what they would say in the year 2025. If you'd asked like 10 years ago, the answer would be yes. They'd have been like, all the swords would have been like the names of swords out of Game of Thrones. But after, you know, the way the series went down there, like the final season, I don't think anybody really cares or remembers because pop culture has moved on. Pop culture went, that sucked. All right, next show, and immediately forgot all of that. Be furries beyond furries? Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that legal on Twitch? You're not violating TOS, are you? Cue the old suspiciously wealthy furry meme. Alright, there we go. We now have the amulet. And XLG is, he's probably got pants now, or maybe shoes or something. It's not really clear, but he's got something he can wear. Thank you for keeping us informed about the status of your sartorial needs. City of heroes and villains. We're gonna go in here and hero villain it up. Okay, that was an abrupt transition. Oh, Pendragon claim Excalibur. Okay, so we go this way, we get the cutscene. The sword! Excalibur! Finally, I shall claim my true heritage. I will have it all. Everything will be fulfilled. I claim you, Excalibur, the Black Knights, and their rules be darned. No! What's happening? The sword is taking control! Oh, poor little Pendragon, now you are under my control. Fate would be on my side this day. Night Ward has corrupted Excalibur, sending it to the shadows, into my realm. And I'll be a good boy and kill Tabez while I deal with the Carnival of Light. Oh, no. XLG, I don't think I own a, quote, sarcastic t-shirt. I don't know where this question is coming from. It's, should I be worried? Should I feel worried here? Are you okay? I'm just trying to play a video game here, man. Okay, all the other objectives must be on the island over there. I'm going to take this guy down. You cannot take the power from me, do you hear me? All they've ever done, they've tried to control me, but no longer. This sword, this power, this is real, this is the truth. I can hear her voices. Wait later, and it's Black Swan. She whispers to me, whispers to kill you. I must kill the queen. Alright, that's nice. There should be two bosses here. Yep, they're out here on this island. This took me the first several times I did this a long time to realize that the game would just randomly spawn bosses over here. Which seems like it should be outside of the rest of the fight area, but it is not outside of it. Got confirmation, Sinclair. Yep, Black Swan has control. Roger that, dealing with Tabez, and return to Imperial City for support. And it's over for them. Alright, so Pendragon now has Excalibur and has become evil. That's generally regarded as a bad thing. You once had a t-shirt that said Titanic Swim Team 1912. Okay, well, that's nice. Tabez, good. You're alright. There was a report that Black Swan had IDF attacked Belladonna and the Carnival of Light. Luckily, Noble Savage and Aurora Borealis were there to drive them away. You know what might have caused this? What's happened to Excalibur? So the sword is real, but it took over Pendragon. Let me relay this information to Desdemona. I don't deal with this whole magic stuff, but she should know what to do. And since she's both Desdemona and Vanessa DeVore now, yeah, great. What I can tell you is that we're mounting our final offensive in Imperial City. Sinclair has been sighted in the area, rallying the IDF and fighting everyone off. His presence can only mean he feels the gold. His goal of Excalibur has been achieved. Desdemona has sent back a message regarding the whole situation with Pendragon. She believes Excalibur was corrupted because of how long it and his lady were in Night Ward. That's why Black Swan was able to use her powers of manipulation to control it. Black Swan didn't realize this until the lady was revealed. Now we've got a situation on our hands because of Pendragon's presence. He and this weapon that we're calling the Shadow Blade are wiping out our forces left and right. Meanwhile, some guy named Transmuter just took the Four Gables from us. That neighborhood is on an island that can easily be fortified. This is all on top of Sinclair picking off Resistance and Vanguard. The situation is grim, Tabez. We need to make a push now, or else we're going to lose the battle for Imperial City. I had a feeling to be able to handle the situation. Desdemona says that she knows of a ritual that might be able to save Pendragon, but it's risky. If she can get close, she can try to pull the original Pendragon out of this Nega Pendragon. The downside is that Cole will have another ally in his Nega Pendragon. The upside is that Pendragon will be free, both the sword and of his vices, or so Desdemona claims. All I care is that we'll gain another powerful ally in the fight against Cole. Your first goal is going to be retaking Four Gables from Transmuter. After that, you'll need to meet with Luke Larson. We'll get you up to speed on where we are with the fight. I can tell you now, though, this is going to end when we take down Sinclair. Ow! Sinclair's going to be vicious, so I suggest you prepare yourself. I'll be there to fight him, but I may not be able to stop him. Yep, continuing your quest for revenge. We understand, BV. Well, take care, XLG. Let's go take control of Imperial City. The city is Imperial. It is Imperial City. City, city. Say city 3 times fast. I dare you. That's right, you won't. You're scared to. Alec Parson, Ivy. Gotta love these NPCs. Okay. Alright, well, let's retake Imperial City. Also, for the record, Transmuter is a really funny character because he lost his powers, man. So, he's holding on to, like, the street cred and stuff, you know, being somebody. Even though in Pretoria, he's basically nobody. I just appreciate that. Look at Ivy, man. She's just rocking it. She's rocking the party. Alright, let's get in here. We'll take out the IDF commanders. We'll fight Transmuter right up ahead. Life will be good. And oh, one more. And poof. Okay, here's Transmuter's dudes. We won't let this place fall. Tybez, you're no hope. Or you have no hope against the Transmuter. And then he's just like, I give up. All that tough talk, but he's like, you know, I have no powers, nothing. I'm just gonna give up. You gotta love it. He's a very self-aware character. Like, he knows exactly where he stands in the food chain. Unlike a lot of the other Praetorian characters who are all very heavy into, you know, they're huffing their own gas, right? Raging egos, that kind of thing. Transmuter's like, I'm out. You know, that does suddenly remind me of Patches from, like, Dark Souls and Elden Ring and stuff, you know? You're in there, you're fighting Radon, and Patches is like, peace out, and he's just gone. No time for us to chit-chat, Tabez, although I wish we could. Vanguard is going to move in to help fortify the Four Gables. Desmond just arrived at People's Park. Pendragon is temporarily disabled thanks to the Carnival Light. She needs you to get to her through the IDF to Pendragon to save him. Alright, let's go. So everything we've done in this story arc is kind of coming to a head. BV is going to have her final revenge match with Chimera. Say, revenge. We're going to save Pendragon. Shadowhunter kind of got slapped around a little bit, and Black Swan was defeated in text. So all the loose ends are being dealt with here by the time we get to this final battle. I pity you, Sinclair. Pity. A poor emotion is shown in the last moments of your life. Goodbye, Vetrano. Let's see, we're going over there. Let's avoid combat, because... Well, okay, never mind. We're going to fight this diviner. You're right in the way, Seer. What'd you get stuck on? This curb. This curb stopped you. Pendragon, I am here to break you from the spell of the cursed Excalibur! Get away! You know, I don't know if I've ever actually sat and watched this before. Ask yourself, Pendragon, is the sword the answer you need? I can barely hear what the sword's voice tells me to ignore you. Are you going to give up so easily? Is this your legacy? To give it to darkness? No, it isn't. I don't want this. Give me your aid! And you have it, Pendragon. I rid you of the evils in your heart, of the evils of the Shadow Blade. It's done. I'm free. Free of my sword, free of my hatred, of the obsession. But what is this? We will meet again, Pendragon. The Shadow Blade does not forget, nor does it forgive. You will be destroyed. Desdemona, Tabas, thank you. Let's go rest. I'm sorry I cannot help you any further. That's teleporting sound. Must choose well, Tabas. The ritual is... Okay. Yeah, I've never actually sat and watched that before. I've always just immediately run up here to fight Sinclair. BV's not doing so well. Sorry, Tabas. I can't help you in this. It's time to finish this, Vetrano. Tabas, you've come far, but it ends here. Oh, yeah? You really think it's going to end here, Sinclair? I'm as bad as you, maybe even badder. Look around you. This is what your so-called freedom has brought to Pretoria. Destruction. Chaos. Sinclair's using his final fighting style. Oh no. Was it worth it? Was the freedom of these people worth the destruction of our world? You know, I don't think I really care all that much. I'm getting paid. I am getting paid, right? I better be getting paid. By somebody. Somewhere. For something. You shall see my true power before I fall. Pretoria deserves that much. So he's just like how Tubsy leveled himself up. He's doing the same thing. Come on, homie. Give it up. There we go. You earned Imperial City's Savior. Let's grab an Incarnate reward. A rare. We needed a rare. Let's see what we need. Destiny, Ageless. We'd use a semi-conscious energy. Nice work. That's 8 fewer Imperium merits that we need to scrounge up from somewhere. So we're definitely Probably by the time we get this and number 6's arc done, we should have like enough incarnate stuff that we can just go. Like, I just need like another rare drop, and I think I'm good. Well, we did it, Tavez. As we speak, our forces are occupying Imperial City and setting up the final attack on the Magisterium, and Sinclair's still alive, but his pride and control has been shattered. Imperial City was his proudest accomplishment. Now it's gone. Pendragon's almost a different person now, and it really gets me thinking about the whole Excalibur thing. That ritual Desdemona, it cast out not only Nega Pendragon, but also all the negativity that was within him. It's almost like some sort of knight now. Pendragon's obsession over the sword nearly destroyed him, but now he's better than ever, even without the sword. He's sworn to help us now, saying he's honor-bound. You and I, in the meantime, are done. We'll be calling on you soon to help in the final fight against Cole. He still has Sinclair, Black Swan, Shadowhunter, and whatever ruins the IDF are with him. Without you, we would have never taken Imperial City. Wherever Tyrant is right now, he's probably regretting everything he's ever done. At least I can hope so. Well, I guess that means we need to check in on Tyrant. Emperor Marcus Cole walks the halls of the Magisterium after receiving news that Imperial City has been lost. Sinclair's wild idea that Excalibur could change things turned out not to work. Well, Sinclair claims to gain 2 allies in the fight for Pretoria. Cole's mind goes over how everything came to this. Duncan has not returned from Primal Earth, causing Cole to assume that she has defected to their side. Cole gets to an elevator and enters a special security code, allowing him to go to his own private room in the lab beneath the Magisterium. Emperor Cole was going to view an item that was from another life, an item that was given to him by his deceased wife, Monica Cole. This would be the last moment of peace he would have before the final battle for Pretoria, before the ideal of law would commence. Now, when they first made this mission here, way back in whenever it was in beta, it broke the servers. The scripting for Cole was like that messed up. Emperor Cole opened the locked box, revealing a small snow globe. Several decades old, inside the snow globe was a picture of Emperor Cole back in the 20s with Monica Richter. She gave him the snow globe as a present, back before he was a super, before the two were married, before he murdered her brother, Stefan Richter. Emperor Cole lay out a heavy sigh as he looked at the picture, giving the snow globe a light shake. He wondered what the Marcus Cole in that picture would think if he knew all the hardships that he would endure. The years that would follow. What would the old Cole do if he was told the responsibility of the world, perhaps even the universe, rests on his shoulders? Cole watched the small snowflakes dance around the picture, falling to the bottom of the globe. He knew the Imperial City had been taken by the Primals. The civilian populace of Nova Pretoria had fled when Tillman was destroyed. Tillman. The thought of her twisted Cole's stomach. She was a necessity to keep Pretoria safe, but in the end, she was controlled by her madness and pride, not by the desire to help the people. Nearly all those who were powerful enough to keep Pretoria safe suffer from this. Barry, Keyes, White, even Sinclair at times. Cole let us sigh, trying to figure out where it all went wrong. Once upon a time, he believed the world could be saved, the world could be rebuilt if only the proper control were put on it. Pretoria once flourished, and now his beloved city was crumbling before his very eyes. The people of Primal Earth, the dimension that he feared would destroy Pretoria, had succeeded. In his efforts to stop the Primals first, Cole had revived the anger of the Hamadon. Yep, the one opponent he could not overcome. Man, talk about that sucks, right? Was all this wrong? Should Cole have sought to control the people? To save the people? Was it wrong to have the desire to bring order to both the world and the world of the Primals? Cole shook his head, banishing the thoughts from his mind. Too many people believed in the ideal that he dreamed of. The ideal of the perfect, beautiful world. One where the people had no fear. One where those who held power protected those who did not. To give up now, to admit defeat to the Primals, would be casting away the work, the sacrifices of the thousands who had given their life, their love, and their families to Pretoria. Cole had only one option left, to unleash his full fury once and for all, and push back the forces of anarchy that were now at his doorstep. Now we're gonna jog over here. Take the elevator up. Beep, boop, beep, boop. And here's the crew we got. The ghost half of a hero, Black Swan, Shadowhunter, and Praetor Sinclair. Emperor Cole looked around to see what remained of his loyal followers. The only one who trusted among this group was Praetor Sinclair, so Cole thought it has come down to this. He and Sinclair, with the aid of a shadow version of a knight, a woman who controlled shadows and dressed like a harlot, and a beast. Man! Cole, sheesh! These people were the last line of defense for Pretoria. Marcus, the situation is grim. They've taken Imperial City, as you know. I was able to hold them off as long as I could with the IDF forces, but their numbers continue to grow. My scouts were unable to find Praetor White or Barry for additional assistance. Reports of a large force marching onto the Magisterium as we speak. Who leads them? The one they called Lord Recluse. While Vanguard's forces were establishing defensive perimeter around the Imperial City, he pushed through to attack. It seems he wishes to kill you himself. I've received some injuries after a fight with Tabez, but I'm fully ready to head back into battle as our Black Swan Shadowhunter and Nega Pendragon. It's some time since Cole had truly unleashed his full might. He had avoided doing so within the confines of Pretoria out of fear of destroying parts of the city. However, there was no one left of his loyal followers here. All that remained was the enemy. Cole could go out first, while he used his abilities to also empower those that remained with power from the well. Stay and rest. I will handle this alone. Stefan Richter, the embodiment of chaos at the doorstep of law. Chaos? Hardly. I'm here to put an end to this, and to you, Cole, not to mention taking your precious technology. I've taken plenty of precautions to ensure I won't meet the same fate as my Praetorian self. Don't you see, Cole? You believe you stand for law, but you merely stand for control. And I will happily show you how Arachnos deals with those who seek to control our world. Impressive speech, Richter. Sadly, it is not as impressive as your army. It is my duty to rid both worlds of your chaos. Your pathetic little armies will not stand in my way. Look at that. We were briefly in two places at once. And so now we get to see what life is like when you're Emperor Cole. We're going to give him one of those. And we're going to give him one of these. Hold on, we should turn our fly on. There we go. Now we're flying. Little lightning punch. Bam! I stand for law and order. You, Richter, you and all those follow you have no place in my world. No place in your world. Playing this overpowered son of a gun is fun. It's a shame you don't get any actual rewards from going through all this, because it's just a hoot. Bam! Hand clap. Is that the best force can do, Richter? You hide behind your words, behind your technology, but neither can save you now. Now we mopped up the trash. Magus Mudraken. Dr. Aeon. Shadow Spiders. Oh, we took out... whoops. I guess we took Lord Recluse out by accident. Retreating Cole side himself. How predictable. More primals march on the Magisterium. I shall let the others handle them for now. I must ensure one last measure is taken. The death of Proto-Man. Boy, this whole place gets messed up real soon. No, he should have had a goatee. He should have rocked a goatee. And that's it for BV's arc. You can see she's not on the contact list anymore. So next we will go do... Let's put on that. Next we will go do... number 6's arc. So I'm going to go ahead and get to Rikti War Zone. I'm going to take a brief AFK, and then I'll be right back, okay?